And we're back here at the IPL5 Korean Qualifier for League of Legends. Tasteless and Andy here. We had a sick game.
We did have an awesome first game.
That was awesome.
Very, very, very close. Both teams fighting super hard to win.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Some really nice play. Great comeback in that last game. I love that. What's the name of the wall ability?
Crystallize.
Where they were just like, no, you were not going anywhere. Great plays there, though. Seriously, it was the best game I've casted out of the only 5 I've ever done. So welcome back. We have 2 more games today for you guys. Obviously, I am the resident newbie here. I am a Starcraft caster, but I have to say I learned a lot in that last game. And it was quite beautiful because you could see that, when you get to the, even if you're behind the entire game, when you get to the level 18 cap, it suddenly evens out.
Yeah.
If you haven't killed them then, it's going to boil down to this, this I don't want to say slugfest, this 5-on-5.
Team fight.
Team fight, basically. I can't find a fancy word to articulate it better, but it was awesome. Really nice play.
Yeah. And if you missed it, definitely check it out.
Definitely check that out. You're messing up if you haven't seen that already.
And that was Najin Sword versus Azubu Frost.
That's right.
Yep.
Azubu Frost. Great comeback. I love it. We're going to go on now to our next match here. And as I'm going to be saying this, get used to it every time I'm in with these casts. If you're unfamiliar with me and you only play League of Legends, I am the Starcraft caster, the host for the GSL Code S. I'm guessing most viewers know this. If they don't, I won't take it personally, but check us out there if you want to see more of me there. Let's take a look at the rosters now for our 2 teams. MVP White.
All right, in the top lane, we have Home. Imp is going to be playing AD carry, Dandy in the jungle, Mima mid, and Small Brain on support.
Yeah.
What do you think of this team? We actually saw them yesterday.
I think they're very handsome. No, I think MVP White, they didn't have the best showing yesterday. I think they were not the most memorable team. I think the most memorable thing about this team is that one guy named himself Small Brain. And let me tell you something, man. That's not some translation error. That's because his ID is Korean with Small Brain too. That's all I can take from that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. They didn't have that great of a showing yesterday.
Right.
Nothing stood out with them. I think I've seen them before many months ago, but and here we have our second team, which is LGIM, another fairly new team. In the top lane, we have Lilac. Bot AD is going to be played by Paragon. Jungler will be Ring. Mid King in the mid lane, and Livy on support.
Really solid team actually for StarCraft too.
I believe this team is in StarCraft as well, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So
I see.
I think with these, IM is actually by far the best Korean StarCraft 2 team. I'm curious if they pick the right guys here for a league. It's very competitive. It's always harder. I think. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's always harder. I think when you have these esports teams, and comparing that to sponsoring an individual. There's so much more. You got to worry about the chemistry.
Yeah.
Are they getting along? Can they train well? You might have a bunch of guys that are all good at support, but they're not. 5 guys that can be good at support and not somebody who can jungle. That makes a difference. So I'm always fascinated by whether it's Counter-Strike or League of Legends or Dota 2 or anything like that. When they get a team like this assembled, how long are they going to stay together? How well are they going to do?
Yeah, that's definitely a factor, going into any team. They have to have the teamwork. They need to be on the same level. They need to have the communication. They need to be comfortable. They need to trust each other, most importantly. Right. And, with all of that, that will build their teamwork. That will allow them to dominate other teams. If they move in one unit, then, they will have the advantage.
Yeah, so it's going to be a cool match. We're going to go into the the moment where they're going to choose who they're actually going to be playing as. I'm really excited. What are your predictions?
Well, on LGIM's side, I believe mid king will probably go somewhat safe mid pick. He might go for like a Rise, or we might see him pull out Orianna if it's not banned. I mean, some common bans we've seen this tournament are, Sona. We've seen a lot of Jace bans, Evelynn bans, and actually the first ban for MVP will be Zyra. So they're just getting rid of that Zyra. Actually, very popular support pick nowadays. And the first ban on LGIM side will be Blitzcrank. So 2 support bans right off the bat. Looks like these guys just don't want to deal with these particular supports.
All right. If you're gonna have to ban somebody next, and let's say you're on IM right now, who would you ban?
I mean,
maybe this question's too left field. Sorry.
I mean, I'll look to ban a mid lane character such as Evelynn. Evelynn is also considered pretty OP, and as a player myself.
And are you saying that mid king is probably the best on their team?
Yeah, mid king is probably he's a top world class mid player. Teams from all around the globe have went against mid king, and all of them say he's probably one of the best.
If you had to play somebody and you're going mid, what character would you be playing against mid king?
Against mid king, I've actually gone against him a couple times.
Oh, really?
But he pretty much just annihilated me every time.
Oh, really?
I think I killed him like a couple times, but he usually wins. And actually, our final 3 bans will be Rengar, Vladimir, and Irelia. Oh, and actually, we have an Orianna pickup.
What do you normally play as when you're playing League of Legends? What role do you play, and who do you play as?
My main champion for Season 2 is Ahri. My most played champion for Season 2 is Ahri. In Season 1, actually, I played a lot of Orianna. So I'm generally a mid player. I'm most comfortable in the mid lane, but I have been playing this game for such a long time now that I'm familiar with every role.
Okay, sure.
And actually on LG we have Sona and Lee Sin picked up, so two strong picks. We might have a Jace pickup on MVP side. Yeah, actually right now, what I'm noticing is the Korean teams are banning a lot of the champions that are just straight out OP. Like Rengar and Evelynn are 2 champions that are just considered extremely OP at the moment.
Really, just too strong?
Yeah, so no matter who plays them, it's like really strong. So,
okay. So you're saying I can play him and do all right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If you know what you're doing, you can do well. And we actually, let's see, we have a Ezreal pickup plus the Jace for MVP. Mid King looks like he might be going for that Anivia. They might pick up Graves as well. So if they do decide to lock in those 2 champions, Sona and Graves will be going bot, and Anivia will be going mid.
All right. So we got potential Graves here. That's actually the character I played the most.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna drop some sick knowledge bombs about Graves, guys. Don't you worry. No, actually, I played Graves because if you play Starcraft, I think Graves is one of the easiest characters to play.
Oh,
because it's like,
I see.
Did you play any Starcraft?
I mean, I played a little bit of StarCraft 1.
Microing Graves is like microing a Stalker.
I see.
Or like I guess a Dragoon that has Flash. So
I see. I think I've seen those like Stalkers though, things that walk on like 4 legs and kind of like blink around and stuff.
Yeah. They blink around.
Yeah. Actually, you might like Ezreal then.
Is Ezreal like that?
Ezreal has like the built-in blink.
She's OP too, right?
Ezreal, he's not OP. I would say.
It's a he.
Yeah, Ezreal.
Sorry, Ezreal, you got a very effeminate name. Sorry, Ezreal.
I think Ezreal, he's not OP, but he's very strong.
Very strong.
He's really good early game, mid game, and late game. He has, he's really mobile. He has long range.
This is a character for Tasteless.
Yeah,
it reflects me in every way.
So actually, we might see an Udyr and Lulu pick up. So that will be Udyr in the jungle and Lulu going bot with Ezreal. And I think right now what LGIM needs to do is they still need to pick their top lane. So that top lane is going to be going against Jace. And the thing about Jace is that he's really strong in the top lane right now as well. So, LGIM has to pick an equally, if not stronger, top lane champion to deal with that Jace.
Who would you pick here?
I mean, we might see a Shen, actually. Shen is a pretty good pick against Jace.
Shen, another character Tasteless has played before.
Yeah, Olaf is actually a really good choice as well.
Another character also Tasteless has played. Olaf, Shen. My knowledge extent is Graves, Olaf, Shen, and Annie.
So, looks like we'll probably see this Olaf pickup. Either team might try and switch up their bottom top lane. You know, we could see, we actually could see LGIM passing off blue buff to Olaf at level 1. Lee Sin does not need blue buff to jungle, and then Olaf could possibly be going 2v1 bot lane. We'll have to wait and see though. So it looks like most likely LG will be picking up this Olaf.
All right. So we're probably going to have an Olaf here. Excuse me. We're probably going to have an Olaf here.
Yep, so those are the final picks. It looks like these players are just trading their final champions now. Looking at this lineup, I think, yeah, I mean, both teams are equally in this, in my opinion. Both teams have very strong picks. You know, both Olaf and Jace are, you know, they have high damage output. Olaf is slightly more tanky. Jace will, you know, have slightly more damage. In the mid lane, you know, Orianna, you know, good pick. Nivea and Orianna, you know, both very strong mid laners. High range poke, high damage. In the bot lane for AD carries, we have Ezreal versus Graves. You know, both these AD carries, are considered the top 3 AD carries. You know, both of them have built-in, essentially flashes with their E spells, and you know, they have good early, mid, and late games. So the bot lane should be pretty even. On support, both Lulu and Sona are also very strong picks. Sona with that AoE stun, Lulu with that health buff that she can cast on an ally or herself. She has the AoE slow. And in the jungle, Udyr will most likely, usually Udyrs, they can gank, but Lee Sin definitely has upper hand in ganking potential. Lee Sin is a much stronger gank than Udyr. However, Udyr does have a faster jungling time than Lee Sin. So basically, what we might see is just Udyr just trying to farm up as much jungle as he can.
Is that how they can compensate for that then?
Yeah. So basically, you know, Udyr might just concentrate on, you know, counter jungling, farming his own jungle, just trying to get levels, experience, whereas Lee Sin might focus more towards a ganking strategy. So a little bit of difference there, but you know.
So is this going to put MVP on more of a defensive here?
Possibly.
Depending on which lane,
you know,
which side of the jungle.
But what I'm seeing also now is, you know, I can see Udyr ganking top early game. You know, in between level 3 and 4 or 3 and 5. If Udyr goes top lane to gank Olaf with that Jace slow plus Jace stun, Udyr can just walk up and bear stance him and stun him again. Plus, I'm guessing he'll have red buff. So, you know, Olaf. Most likely, I'm not sure if he's running Flash or Ghost, but Olaf's usually tends to run Ghost because of his ultimate. So basically, if Udyr and Jace can get an early kill onto Olaf, Olaf will have a much harder time during the mid game.
Okay, cool. Now, guys, remember, this is in the losers bracket here.
Yep, that is.
So there's a lot on the line right now.
So if you do lose this, you
die.
are
You're
out.
gone. Yeah. So, you know, and obviously, guys, you know, only the people who win, make it to the finals and win, are going to go to Las Vegas.
One team.
Where they can possibly, well, I mean, where they can represent the nation. And Koreans are widely regarded as some of the best, if not the best, League of Legends players in the world. And they can, you know, obviously it's Las Vegas. They can, you know, gambling is illegal in Korea, but at least they can try it in Las Vegas. Do you have a U.S. passport?
I do.
Oh, so you can gamble.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the casinos out here?
Yeah, sometimes.
I haven't been yet.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't been yet.
I mean,
Are they all right?
It's okay.
This is a weird thing, guys. For those of you guys watching, you can, if you're if you have a password that's not Korean, you can go to the casinos out here, but Korean, it's illegal for them to gamble. So
Yeah, that's correct.
So anyway, it's the winning team in this tournament could go gamble. That's another perk.
Yep.
Right?
They'll be in Las Vegas.
Get to travel, get to represent your country, get to gamble.
Actually,
could be a negative.
Some of these players might be under 21 though. Well, actually, you can gamble even if they're 18, right? In Las Vegas.
That's a good question. I think you can gamble at 18.
You just can't drink.
Yeah, it's a messed up country. Yes, that is correct. You could also die in war, but you can't drink. Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got a bit of a cough today. Again, we're just waiting. There's a 3-minute delay for whatever we're seeing from what's actually happening in the game. So once those 3 minutes are up, we're going to do this. We're going to get this going. So if I had to play a character, who would you recommend?
I mean, what kind of, what's your fighting style? Are you more, get in there, take damage, do damage, or are you more of like a stay back?
I like to kill nerds.
You like to kill nerds?
I like to kill nerds.
I don't know. I say you go mid lane.
Mid lane?
I can teach you the ropes.
All right, show me the ropes, man. I want to learn. Looks like our game is now loading up.
It is loading up now. We should get into this game shortly.
All right, guys. Remember, the loser is out of the tournament. The winner is still got a long road ahead of him. The winning team has a long road ahead of them before they can get to the finals.
And here we go. On the blue side, we have MVP White, and on the purple team, we have LGIM. Just another standard opening, just wards for the supports and boots 3 potions for the rest of the team. It actually looks like Lulu did not even pick up a fairy charm, so she will get an extra couple wards for that.
Oop.
Actually, looks like we have a pause.
We've been paused. So whenever the game gets unpaused, we're going to take care of this and get back into it. Probably some technical difficulty.
Sorry about that, folks.
Sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. It's not our fault. We didn't do anything, all right? So how dare you tell me to apologize, person who talks into their monitor. Going into this, obviously, we're going to see a lot of sight wards down there.
So we'll probably see some early warding coming from both teams. We might see it invade.
We saw, actually, a lack of warding in the last series.
At least
from early game.
Yeah, definitely.
Once this game's ready to go, we're going to do this. How are you liking casting?
I'm loving it, actually. It's fun. I love this game. I've been a fan for, a long time now. And, it's fun doing what you like to do,
That is true. It is fun doing what you like to do. It's a cool game. I think we might even be resuming this game soon, according to my preview screen. I got this preview screen here. You know, if you watch GSL normally I'm sitting where you are, and Dan Artos is my co-host, is sitting where I am now, and you have this in-game computer that you can look around and see what's going on. And I told Goma, I'm like, well, I want the in-game computer so I can look around and see what's going on. And now I'm realizing this can't quite help me the same way that it can in StarCraft.
Yeah, so it actually looks like
all right, we're back in this. Let's go.
We're back in. Looks like MVP White was trying to invade, but it looks like they just warded and they are backing out now. LG camping around there, red. I think they sensed that MVP White might try to invade them, so they're just kind of posting up there.
Yep. So they're just kind of hiding out right now, from here we're going to see what exactly plans are going to be. Yep. We're in the early game. As you can see, they're all bunched together.
So it looks
kind
like
of hoping to get some gank here.
They might try and. I don't think they're going to try and invade right now. I think they're just going to have a standard opening. Just give their junglers.
This is a defensive opening for both these guys. Still
very defensive.
Nobody wants to take a risk early on.
Yep. And it actually looks like Graves and Sona will be in the top lane. So it will be 2v1. Both top and bot. I'm not sure if Olaf will be taking this blue buff. He might. They will get spotted by this Orianna ball. They do know they are coming. They will back out of there, but it looks like they're just going to push on through here. Actually, on LGIM's team, Olaf is soloing blue right now, so he will have that blue buff for that 2v1 in that bot lane. Looks like some poking going down for this blue buff. Looks like they do engage onto Jace. Jace will just walk out of there. Looks like they're still fighting for this buff. I don't think either team wants to give it up right now. Yeah, they just keep poking around. Lulu actually came all the way down from bot lane to support this fight. Looks like Lee Sin going in, so we have 4-on-4 engage. Lee Sin flashing out, and they're all alive. A bunch of them still have flash, and they still want this blue buff. They are not giving it up.
Yeah,
and
they're still fighting for it. It keeps going back. This poor blue buff.
It is almost 3 minutes into this game, and almost all players are still level 1. It looks like, oh, Graves does get the steal onto the blue buff. I think that will be first blood onto Udyr. Udyr is really, really behind now.
Yeah,
LGIM took his blue buff. They killed him. Oh, actually,
we got a second one. Small brain over here.
Small brain going down to that Lee Sin. MVP White not looking good.
As you can see, they've been all spread out a little bit. We might even have another kill here. Actually, we have another kill. Oh, excuse me. My computer is not quite synced up with. Anyways, sorry. Carry on.
So we just have these players going back to lane now. Just oh, actually looks like Jace is going bot lane. So it will be a 1v1 bot lane. Looks like Lee Sin just taking his red buff now.
All right, so kind of a weird early game here.
Yeah,
fighting over the blue, and 2 kills.
So Udyr is kind of behind now. He got his blue buff. He did die, or he got his blue buff taken, and he did die. Lee Sin, on the other hand, he's also actually Lee Sin and Udyr are at similar levels right now. And LGIM did pass off their blue buff to Olaf in the bot lane, and Lee Sin only got his red buff as well, like Udyr. Looks like just some more farming going on. Jace can't do much to Olaf right now. Olaf is level 4, Jace is only level 2. That true damage going on, doing a lot of damage to Jace. Olaf also with that blue buff, with that mana regen, with that cooldown reduction, he will be able to bully Jace. Jace, he should have an okay time though. He is a range/melee champion, so he will be able to go in and out of range for those last hits. Some more. Actually,
sorry, go ahead, please.
There's 2 blue buffs actually on LGIM's team. Olaf has one and Graves, so they'll probably just push out their lanes with their spells.
Is a blue buff particularly good with Graves because he can push lanes so hard?
Honestly, blue buff is great on any character because basically what it means is that character won't run out of mana. So actually, a gank onto Orianna. She does have her flash, so she is safe. Just put on some damage. Anyway, so blue buff, it gives you cooldown reduction and mana regen. So essentially, no matter who it's on, it'll make them stronger overall.
Okay, they could just keep spamming out their abilities,
spamming their spells, and
W's, whatever.
Yeah. And just more farming. LGIM with the slight advantage right now.
All right, looks like, as far as advantages go, we see we have an additional 1.3K here for LGIM. But beyond that, it's fairly even.
And, Olaf, slightly out-farming Jace. Jace was, I believe, in that top lane trying to invade, but actually Orianna flashing out. She will live, but she does not have that flash up for quite a while now. Or actually...
Yeah, that's the thing is, even when you flash out and you escape, it's like, okay, great, you escaped, but now you don't have your flash, so now you're more prone to be hit.
Yeah, exactly.
I should say be killed. You're more prone to be killed.
So looks like Udyr just coming here, but he will be spotted by that ward. Throwing down a ward for his ally. And
nice warding so far here for LGIM as well.
Yeah, a lot of wards going down.
All right. Again, they're continuing to farm here. They're actually a little bit behind on everybody is on the levels they should be at because of that skirmish there early on.
Yeah. It's about to even out. Olaf is still a little bit ahead of Jace, and actually Udyr has more farm than Lee Sin now. Even though, Lee Sin does have a kill, but CS-wise, Udyr actually is starting to outfarm Lee Sin. Yeah, and actually, wow, a really fast BF sword pickup from Graves. He already got that BF sword. Pretty big increase in damage. I'm guessing he might go for that early Bloodthirster.
Okay.
And try and get stacks on that. So, you know, basically, if he gets that Bloodthirster early, he's going to be really, really strong. Looks like Lee Sin and Nivea going for blue buff. And just some more farming going on. Nothing too crazy. I think both teams.
Well, overall, it's a standard early game.
Yeah, they know the importance of this game, and they don't want to take any unnecessary risks.
I gotta respect conservative play. You know, moments like this.
Yeah. Looks like blue buff will be passed off to Orianna. Well, actually, Anivia going hard onto Mima.
Oh!
Actually, Big King has no mana. He could not finish Orianna.
I cannot believe nobody died there. That was great.
But actually, Ezreal taking Anivia to her egg form with that ultimate. That was a great shot, in my opinion.
Really nicely done.
Anivia will have no passive for the next 6 minutes, and she will be vulnerable. However, there was a slight mistake on Mima's part because he actually missed his ultimate.
Okay, yeah.
The way Orianna works is all her spells are based around her ball. So she can control her ball and moves her. And actually, a dive onto Orianna. It looks like she will be going down. A great dive from Lilac. Anivia actually tanked that turret for Olaf. So
that is sick.
He wouldn't take tower damage with that dive.
Now that is teamwork, man.
Yeah, perfect calculation.
That is how you win at League of Legends.
Perfect calculation, perfect teamwork, just amazing play. And what was I talking about earlier? Before that, I think I was talking about.
You know what? To be totally honest, I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I hate it.
Okay. So Orianna missed her ultimate.
Oh, right.
So,
yeah, she bungled that.
Yeah, actually, so all of Orianna's spells are based around her ball. She can control the ball where it goes and stuff. And the ball was actually over the wall where blue usually spawns.
Yeah.
Because she just picked that up. Anivia flanked her from that brush, but instead of shielding herself to make the ball come back to her, she just ulted immediately, even though the ball wasn't anywhere near where either her or Anivia was.
Yeah.
So kind of messed up on his part, but you know, it happens. You know, maybe some lag, but yeah. And Olaf here, farming really well actually. Ezreal actually with top CS in the game right now. Almost Graves pretty much on par, pretty much even. Just a lot of farming going on. Lee Sin camping up in this top lane. MVP White does not know he is there. He does not know Lee Sin is there.
He's hiding in the bush right now.
I think that
I don't think this is going to actually work out because as you can see, they're back. Well, actually, no, hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
This lane is too pushed, I think, for them to kill Ezreal. Ezreal could just blink out. And
the flash out, yeah.
But they might try and push this down. Sona's quite low.
There's a lot of champions to invest up here at top tower.
Yeah, they actually might bait. There's actually a counter game. So you know, Sona's low, and I think they have a feeling Lee Sin is there. So Udyr's coming up top lane to back him up. Actually, they go hard onto Sona. Sona will live. Udyr flash stuns onto Ezreal. Ezreal has to get out of there, Graves has to get out of there. A kill goes onto Sona. Ezreal will pick that up with Lee Sin and Graves running for their life. So actually a great counter initiate by MVP. Actually, LGIM takes out MVP White's mid tower. You know, Mid King showing his strength in the mid lane, pushing pushing Mima out of mid lane, pushing that tower, getting his team a global objective, getting his team that gold. And you know, on the other hand, MVP White's bought an AD carry. You know, they just got a kill onto Sona. So, you know, this game still quite close. You know, it's too early to have a have a clear winner. Olaf going
nice.
pretty hard onto Jace.
Surprise!
He just ulted at the perfect time. He will go down.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful patience, showing the level of knowledge of this game, knowing that Olaf would, or knowing that Jace would come out. Actually, Orianna missing another ulti.
Orianna is actually really not playing well.
Yeah, I think it was actually a little bit. It was kind of a good play on Anivia's part as well, because Anivia did actually flash out of the range. But yeah, I mean, those are two wasted ultimates essentially. And
Olaf might be taken out here. We didn't have a shot at it, but it was a chasing down there.
Yeah.
You know, the dragon being hit hard here.
Yeah, the dragon actually being soloed by Lee Sin. He does have that Wriggles Lantern. I think, MVP White does not know this is going on. They will be able to pick this up. And a huge
big money boost.
Yeah,
more
big
money in the bank.
boost.
All right, as we can see here, looks like Graves now moving up. Whoop. By the way, blue now being taken here by, I believe it's Lee Shin.
Lee Sin passed off blue buff to Anivia.
Yep, excuse me,
And it looks like, Graves picked up that early Bloodthirster. He's going to look to stack that up early, get that bonus AD and bonus lifesteal. Ezreal, on the other hand, building for that Triforce. Olaf actually going with the Brutalizer. He looks like he's going really hard onto Jace. Jace trying to get out of there. I don't know if he'll be able to get out of this. He, I believe, does not have flash. It looks like
I think he's gone.
He will go. He actually, if Olaf.
The Q is just going to kill him here.
Yeah, no.
Unless he dodges.
Q cooldown will come back, and he does get the kill with that true damage.
Boom.
Wow.
This is 1 to 6, guys. As far as
LGI coming out with a commanding lead so far. And here's a replay of that, of the, I think, bot lane kill. I believe this is the bot lane, or... Oh, actually, no, this is the gank onto top lane. Ezreal getting taken down with the Sona and Anivia ultimate. Lulu getting out there. Yeah, plus the Jace. Actually, those two fights happened pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, man, this is gonna start to snowball if MVP White does not come up with something here. I think they are going to just lose. I mean, I'm not seeing an impressive play here from these guys. By the way, bottom turret almost destroyed, actually.
Yeah, and actually,
minions.
MVP White has lost 2 of their tier 1 turrets actually so far.
Yeah.
So, all of their front row turrets are about to go down. So it looks like...
well, you can see, even if you look at the lanes, right now, purple is really pushing into blue.
Yeah. So it looks like both bot lanes just going to bot lane.
Well, it looks like right now LGIM just wants to push bottom. They're saying, all right, let's clean this up evenly.
Yep. It's like just some harass going down. Graves actually really strong now. He picked up that Zeal plus another dagger. So, he's going to have some crit now, some more attack speed. And I'm sure he has stacked his Bloodthirster a little bit now. I mean, MVP White is running out of options right now. LGIM right now is just snowballing. And they have to stop that before it becomes unrecoverable.
Yeah, it's going to barrel out of control otherwise.
Yep. They're just trying to desperately farm here. Looks like Udyr will get cut out here. Udyr trying to get out. The beautiful flash. Udyr flashing out another flash. Anivia will get that kill.
Gone. In fact, we might even have another kill here.
Another kill. Orianna getting her ultimate off finally, and she will make it out of there.
Barely getting out of there, but she did have to burn a flash in that process.
Yep.
We're getting almost to the point in time where the players are going to start moving in giant groups now.
Yeah, it looks like, I think LGIM, should either be grouping up or split pushing.
I think bottom turret's about to fall, by the way.
Yeah, bottom tower also taking a lot of damage. Looks like it will go down right here. Or actually, no, it won't go down. The Sona stun going off. They will focus Lulu. She will flash out. Ezra going heavy onto Sona. Sona will go down.
Oh, no.
But Graves is going hard onto Ezreal. He will
Graves
flash
gonna
out.
dash in.
And but Lee Sin and Olaf come from behind. First kill, 2 kills, both kills.
This is a nerd massacre. This is insane. 2 to 10 now, guys.
Yeah.
And they're pushing hard. Top lane has got some more ground again, but that's only because it's been ignored right now in order to take out the rest of the guys. On MVP White, everybody now is recalling, regrouping, saying we got a lead. Let's keep the lead. Let's gear up.
Yeah, so I mean, LGIM right here is in a huge lead. I mean, almost 10K gold ahead of MVP White at 17 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah. That is a huge lead.
Such a lead.
You know, if this game was 40 minutes long and LGIM had this big of a lead, it would still matter, but it wouldn't have as big of an impact as it does now.
Well, I mean, we're only, we're 18 minutes into this game, and you got guys with basically almost 10 grand ahead in gold.
And all the big items that are coming out right now, the most expensive items in this game right now are around 3,000 to 3,500 gold. You know, that's 3 extra huge items for LGIM essentially that they had in their arsenal to take out MVP White. Looks like Udi here is just kind of camping around bot lane. Looks like Oriana's coming to back him up too. I think they sense a dragon fight possibly coming up, but they actually, you know, they don't have any tier 1 towers, so it's hard to push out sometimes. You know, they don't have that tower to protect them.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, it looks like LGIM just pinged Baron. So actually, they might go for a sneaky Baron, but the ward will spot them.
I was going to say, they could actually, they want to probably go for Baron right now. And by the way, not even a single turret here for LGIM has been destroyed.
Yeah, so, you know, LGIM in just a commanding lead right now. Not much MVP can do at this moment. They did just steal MVP White's blue buff. Mima will not have a blue buff available to him in the short future. And actually looks like they are trying to three-man this Baron, but they will try and engage onto this Oriana. Oriana will ulti. She should be able to get out, but actually Anivia 2v1ing. And actually Oriana will go down.
Another kill here.
Oriana will go down. Mima not having a good game. Not having a good day today.
No, she is not. Nor is the rest of MVP White. Is now the main base is being pushed hardcore. Top turret, I think its days are numbered. Meanwhile, that middle turret guarding the inhibitor, is going to at least take a lot of damage, if not be destroyed as well.
Yeah, and actually looks like MVP White's bot lane is just trying to push that bot lane hard, but I mean, Graves is there to protect it. And actually, a nice wall from Anivia. Jace does flash out of that. He will live. Actually, Dragon's coming up now, so I think LGIM is looking to group up and take that down.
Might as well. They have enough map dominance
Exactly.
Here. They pushed the lane so hard.
Yeah.
Let me check, actually. Okay, they did not get middle turret here.
Yeah, it's quite low, though. Looks like LG will pick up that Dragon.
Yeah, and the Dragon's going to be gone long before MVP White can actually get over there.
Yeah, so over 10K gold towards LGIM. I mean, it's looking pretty grim for MVP White right now.
Yeah, I mean, Graves is taking care of bottom lane. No problem.
He finished his Phantom Dancer as well. So he didn't even finish his tier 2 boots, but, you know, he's really strong. Same with Ezreal. Ezreal completing that, of course.
Yeah, so it looks like now we're going to have them regrouping here. LGIM is in upper center here. They might go for Baron. It looks like they're going to try to get red first here for I believe for Graves. And they do get the red buff there for Graves.
Graves, I think he's trying to just get his Berserker Greaves. He wants the extra movement speed. He wants those tier 2 boots. So I think he's just trying to farm up, you know, I believe it's 400 something or 500 something gold to upgrade those boots. You know, Olaf now really, really tanky. Has that Giant's Belt, has that Negatron Cloak, has that Shralia's Reverie, has that Heart of Gold. Oh, actually, Graves just picking up another BF sword. You know, he's just going for all-out damage.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it looks like we're getting close to the killing blow here, where they're going to probably try to push middle turret.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to group up and try to hit middle.
Yes, actually.
Oh, we have an engagement, actually.
An engagement onto Orianna, but they do get out of that. Oh, a lot of damage going onto Ezreal. And actually, LGIM is just so tanky, so far ahead that, you know, MVP White can't do anything at this point.
No, I mean, they're so ahead. I mean, how do you engage them if they stick together? It would almost take more of a mistake from LGIM than a brilliant play from MVP White. I mean, this is the penalty you pay when you are this behind and you have made no headway.
Exactly. I mean, like, almost every member from LGIM can 2v1 at this point.
Yeah.
You know, MVP White really is actually going to walk straight into this trap. Jace will get ultimate.
Oh my god.
But he just gets.
Oh my god, this is a massacre.
Immediately.
Flashing through the wall.
Damage.
There's still so many spells being thrown down here. Double kill. Moving out now. Are they still going to escape? Looks
Double
like Mima actually flashing through the wall. Still on the run though.
Perfect.
Heading northbound. Where are you going to hide?
That will be the ace.
Well,
ace. No players on LGIM dying. That will be the GG.
Well, when IM tries, everybody dies. Really impressive stuff there from IM. Damn, that was a massacre.
Yeah, that was a very, very one-sided game.
Sometimes, like the previous game, that was like pretty epic, but I've used this metaphor before in StarCraft. That felt like I watched a lion kill a zebra, and then we just got to watch it eat the zebra for the rest. I mean, it was just like, all right,
pretty much.
This is, you know, 2 kills. Nothing special from MVP White. They are out. They deserve to be out.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. This is. I'm going back to the times when we were in the Coliseums, all right, and people were killing each other. No, I mean, let's face it, though, seriously. IM was way better.
Just dominated.
From start to finish. Game started out a little bit weird with it was the blue buff. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was red or blue for a second. And they just they started out weird, but they finished strong.
They did get that steal. They did kill Udyr in that process, and they killed Lulu as well.
And I feel like the early game was more impressive than the late game because by the time we got to, and that didn't really even go into like late game. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't late game.
How long was that game? What was that like? I think let me check
like
here.
23 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean, that wasn't really like late game, but they were so far ahead by the end of that it was pretty straightforward. It's just you don't make any mistakes and you win.
Yeah, pretty much. LG just played that to perfection. Didn't give the opportunity for MVP to come back.
Yeah.
Shut them down, kept the lead, and just, forced them to surrender. There was nothing MVP could do.
All right, well, we are going to take a quick little break, but when we get back, we're going to have our final game for today's games of League of Legends. Stay tuned.